Judgment 14. First, leave granted criminal miscellaneous petition number 1296 of 2010 seeking impleadment as a party is dismissed. Second, this appeal is preferred against order passed by the High Court of Calcutta in CRR number 198 of 2005 in FIR number 21 dated 10th November 2004 on the file of Bada Bazar police station registered for the alleged offences under section 420 and 120B Indian Penal Code, including the order dated 28th October 2004 in case number C99 of 2004 passed by the Additional Metropolitan Magistrate, Calcutta. Third, briefly the facts are as follows. The appellant here in complaint was looking for a plot of land for construction of residential house in January 2004 and accused number 2, Prasad Babu, a public servant, represent that he could arrange for the said plot and introduced the appellant to respondent number 1, accused number 1, who stated that he had a plot of land and the appellant, believing the presentation made by the accused number 2, entered into an agreement for sale with respondent number 1, herein accused number 1, and also paid a sum of rupees 5 lakhs 1 in cash. The respondent number 1 herein refused to hand over the necessary title documents to the appellant, which lead to issuance of legal notice by the appellant. All other methods to compel respondent number 1 to complete the sale having failed, the appellant filed a complaint on 28 October 2004 in the Court of Additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate, Calcutta, against respondent number 1, herein accused number 1 and accused number 2 for the offences punishable under section 420 read with section 120B of the IPC. The Additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate forwarded the complaint to the officer in charge of the Bada Bazar Police Station for causing investigation under section 156 into 3 of Criminal Procedure Code by treating the complaint as first information report. Respondent number 1, herein accused number 1, filed application under section 482 of Criminal Procedure Code for quashing the said proceedings, including the FIR. Though the appellant herein complainant was impleaded as a party, no attempts was made to serve notice on him, with the result that the learned single judge of the High Court quashed the complaint proceedings in the absence of the appellant herein challenging the said order. The appellant herein preferred appeal to this court in Criminal Appeal number 82 of 2007, and this court by judgment dated May 9, 2007 allowed the appeal and remitted the case to High Court for a fresh decision in accordance with law. Thereafter, the High Court heard both the parties and by impugned order dated June 29, 2009 allowed the application under section 482 Criminal Procedure Code and quashed the complainant proceedings. Aggrieved by the same, the complainant has preferred the present appeal. Para. The learned counsel for the appellant contended that the content of the complaint would disclose the commission of the cognizable offences alleged, and the High Court at the preliminary stage would not be justified in embarking upon an inquiry and quashing the proceedings, and hence the impugned order is liable to be set aside. Per contra, the learned counsel for the respondent number 1, accused number 1, contended that the dispute involved in the complaint is of civil nature and none of the acts allegedly committed by the respondent number 1 gave rise to any criminal liability, as rightly held by the High Court. In support of this submission, he relied on the following decisions of this court in Rajan Verma and otherwise State of Bihar and other. Para 2nd, 5th. The legal position with regard to exercise of jurisdiction by the High Court of questioning the first information report is now well settled. It is not necessary for us to delve deep thereinto, as the proposition of law have been stated by this court in Kalyani Vice Janki in the following terms. 15 propositions of law which emerge from the said decisions are: first, the High Court ordinarily would not exercise its inherent jurisdiction to quash a criminal proceeding, and in particular a first information report, unless the allegation contained herein, even if given face value and taken to be correct in their entirely disclosed no cognizable offence. Second, for the said purpose, the court save and except in every exceptional circumstances would not look to any document relied upon the defense. Third, such a power should be exercised very sparingly if the allegations made in FIR disclose commission of an offence. The court shall not go beyond the same and pass an order in favor of the accused to hold absence of any mens cr actus reus. Fourth, the allegation discloses a civil dispute. The same by itself may not be ground to hold that the criminal proceedings should not be allowed to continue. Sixth, yet again in Mahesh Chandra Vice State of Rajasthan, this court stated the laws thus. 11. The principle providing for exercise of power by High Court under Section 482 of the Code of Criminal Procedure to quash a criminal proceedings is well known. The court shall ordinarily exercise the said jurisdiction inter alia in the event the allegations contained in the FIR or complaint petition, even if on face value are taken to be correct in their entirely, does not disclose commission of an offence. Para 7. In the present case, the complaint does not averment so as to infer fraudulent or dishonest inducement having been made by the respondent number 1 herein and accused number 2, pursuant to which the appellant parted with money. It is the case of the appellant that respondent number 2 does not have title over the property since the settlement deed was not registered 1, and respondent number 1 herein and accused number 2 had entered into criminal conspiracy, and they fraudulently induced the appellant to deliver a sum of rupees 5 lakhs 1 with no intention to complete the sale deal. The averment in the complaint would prima facie make out a case for investigation by the authority. 8. In the decision relied on by the learned counsel for the respondent number 1 cited supra, this court on the facts that held that the allegations in the complaint read as a whole prima facie did not disclose commission of offences alleged and quashed the criminal proceedings. Those decisions do not apply to the fact situation of the present case. 9th, the High Court has adopted a strictly hyper-technical approach, and such an endeavor may be justified during a trial but certainly not during the stage of investigation. At any rate, it is too premature a stage for High Court to step in and stall the investigation by declaring that it is a civil transaction wherein in no same balance of criminal offence is involved. 10th, the appellant is therefore right in contending that the first information report should not have been quashed in this case and the investigation should have been allowed to proceed. 11th, we therefore allowed this appeal and set aside the impugned order over total words 1, 2, 3, 5.